What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 here, bringing you guys another episode of Duel series. On today's episode is I'm gonna name it the Return of the Gadget King, because yes, I am back playing gadgets for you guys. And on today's duel, I'll be up against 3 decks. The first duel, as always, the first duel will be up against, I believe it was Geargia. Yeah, it was Geargia. Because right now I'm trying to special summon Fortress. The second duel will be up against Constellars, and the boss battle for you guys will be Burning Abyss. So as you guys can see, I opened up pretty good. Marmelio, Creature Swap, 10 Goldfish, Bottomless, and MST, and Phoenix Chain. So I opted to go for Marmelio because I like to set up my Marmelio plays first and set up back row. And when he special summoned Fortress in set 1, I figured he was playing Geargia Armor. Now, like I said on the screen, I know I cheated just now. I did not mean to cheat. It was honestly an accidental thing. You guys gotta remember, I record these duels at like sometimes 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I am a night owl. I do not like going to sleep, so I do be extremely exhausted and I do fuck up a lot. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up on why I just did the move I did by taking armor, flipping them up, and then making that broke play. Either way, it didn't matter because I could have did the same thing the following turn because he didn't have an out to armor. So only thing that really mattered was life point difference at this point. So I'm gonna summon the yellow and especially summon out the Kage because this to push out damage and search out green. And already, as you guys can see, the deck is way faster than my Geargia deck was, because Geargia is the whole deck revolved around Accelerator. If your opponent flipped armor and you mind crush their Accelerator, they're gonna be in a losing position. Not saying they automatically lose right away, but that losing position is gonna hurt a lot, especially when it comes down to trying to compete against another deck like Burning Abyss, Shadows. You really don't need to be in a losing position against them all the time. And he tried to go for the MK2 play, and I just have another Phoenix Chain after he blind spaces my other chain. After that, you see he pretty much loses. Next up, I'm playing against the Constellar deck. And I opened pretty good Marmelio Kage, so I'm gonna Marmelio search out Bottomless. I do have the Creature Swap in hand again, which I'm thanking Yu-Gi-Oh guys, Obelisk, Slifer, and Ra so much, because this card is so good and catches people off guard. And I got a lot of hate for it on MCO40's channel because it was just a card I like to tech in my gadget deck, and I just felt like if I discovered a card that's really good to tech in my deck, I want to share it with everyone because I want all of us to do good in every way, shape, or form. But I guess some players just don't feel the way, and so a lot of people just think I'm a scrub. So people were saying the same thing when I was playing gadgets back in the Fire Fist format. Then when I top watched in Chicago, I got a little bit of respect back then, but just a tiny bit. People still talk their shit now at locals here and there. But either way, it's one of those whatever. At this point, it's just, you're not going to appeal to everyone. And I just want to be appreciated for being a good player. That's all I ask for. Or at least respected. I don't give a fuck about being appreciated. It's at least respected. Because I like to help people, you know? I mean, at this point in my life, it's like, I've done the competitive gaming thing. I've traveled for different events for like fucking 5 years straight. And now I just want to share my knowledge with people. It's like, I want all of my subscribers and everyone who wants to get better at card games in general just to be wolves, don't be sheep. The majority of people, they don't like to try new things out until they hear a player like Jeff Jones, Billy Break, or Patrick Hoban say something's good. I'm the type of player that when I play something, I listen to everyone. It could be Vexicus, it could be Info 40, it could be Once Upon a Time Wilson Sane, but he was a YCS topper. But my point is, guys, like, when someone give you advice and tell you a card is good, just try it out. I mean, what do you got to lose? You might scrub a locals 1 week. It's like, who cares? It's just locals. I mean, yeah, I know we all bitch, rant, and moan sometimes and get salty, but you know what? The game, what is that term called again? I would say, no. The benefit outweighs the risk, basically. You gain more from trying something new than you do just from staying stagnant and listening to one source. Because if you just listen to one source, that one source is going to have all the power, and then you're going to be screwed. Just like, for example, when Patrick Hoban wrote the article about Shadows sucking, and everyone listened to him, and then he ended up winning an event with Shadow Alls, like shit like that. And I know he made a replay album saying that he didn't necessarily say Shadow Alls, but come on now, you sit down and think about it. And no, this is not a hit on Patrick Hoban and trying to talk shit about it. It's just speaking fact. Like, if you know you got a big following and you say something is not that good, your big following is gonna believe it. Just like if I tell my subscribers right now, I think X card is bad, and I give my reasons why, and then I ended up playing X card in my deck, I'll be scummy. So that, honestly, that was a scumbag move from Hoban in my personal opinion, but it's one of those what the fuck ever. He's gonna do what he wants. It wouldn't be the first time people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community took advantage of their followers. And no, I'm not just talking about Hoban, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Tubers, but that's another topic for another day, and I am not a shit talker. So it's one of them things like, I don't give no fuck. Just know your boy 21 is not about that whole taking advantage of people type shit. And as you can see, Creature Swap hit me in a good position against this Constellar player. He was trying to sit on Pallades, and honestly I just took, not Pallades, but that one, I think M7 is his name. And I took it with Creature Swap and started beating his face in. And as you guys see, if I didn't have that Creature Swap, he would have been in a really bad position because, well, I'd have been in a bad position because he would have stalled me out and gained advantage and came back. I mean, some could argue that Creature Swap could have been a Dark Hold, which is true, but I would have lost my feel. So yeah, we ain't about that life. I like abusing cards. And by using Taker's M7, I use his effect, grabbing Marmelio to do damage. Now I'm just abusing Geargia Cowboy, hitting him with that burn damage. Burn, baby, burn, bitch. So now I'm gonna hit him for the 1300, and he's gonna decrease on my gadget, which is like fine. Like, one-for-1ing a gadget is not good because that means I just +1 over you. And right now I'm just sitting on 5 back row, like, come at me, bro. I got Scapegoat just in case he tries to OTK me, and I got plays for days. As I said in a previous video, I don't run Scapegoat anymore, only because I felt like I didn't need it. But that don't mean Scapegoat is not a bad card. For you guys that do remember, back in the 2012 format, Billy Break actually main deck Scapegoat in his plant deck, which is where I actually got the idea from. Because when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh again, I was playing gadgets. Then I played Windows, but I picked Scapegoat in my original gadget deck, and Billy Break was running Scapegoats in his plant deck, running 2 enemy controllers, and they would catch people off guard. Scapegoat, stop a big onslaught attack. Enemy controller, tribute to go, take monster, synchro. It was nuts, honestly. Like, I gotta say, Billy Break is one of my favorite players. Not because, like, well, the fact that he topped YCS, because he just seemed like a humble dude, and he's a really good out-of-the-box thinker. Like, he tries unique stuff. Same thing with Jeff Jones. Like, those two are my favorite players. I respect both of them a lot. They don't just do the basic norm, so they take cards that majority of people will probably say is bad, and then they make them good. And one of my goals in this Yu-Gi-Oh career is to pretty much try to do the same thing, but to do it with gadgets and or my favorite deck at the moment. I plan on playing Heroes in January, only because I like the archetype, and as you guys know, I'm a big Power Ranger fanatic. So the whole mass change concept is kind of similar to Power Rangers, and it reminds me of the Power Ranger the Japanese Power Ranger season called Kaizo Sentai Go Kaijers, which is basically a season based on them being able to use every former Power Ranger's power from every season, even the ones dating back to the 70s. Really awesome season. If you guys are Power Rangers / Sentai fans, I highly suggest checking out Go Kaiger. So I'm gonna MST that back row right now. As you guys can see, I'm playing against the Burning Abyss player, and my back row is pretty much keeping me in check right now. I'm gonna try to 10 goldfish, and I don't have it out, so I'm like, fuck it, I just set the wire tap in phase. If he flips his monster up on me, I do have the bottomless for it, and I'm in a good position. Now I get to stall goldfish goes to defense mode. I probably should have set the Scapegoats, but I decided not to because he did have the Vanity, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just stall him out like he stalled me out. So right now we're just playing a stall game. back and forth passing, and I ripped. Guess what? Creature swap. So I'm like, right now I'm in a good position now. I could just pick Goldfish back in attack mode, take the creature swap Goldfish with his monster, and he has vanities on the field. Now I'm gonna lock him out with his own Infamous momentarily. I mean, yes, if he had defense, that'd be good too, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any defense, and if he does, he's gonna get rid of his vanities. But either way, I'm in a good position because he's locked under vanities right now, all thanks to creature swap. So now I'm just waiting on his move. Waiting, and he's gonna try to go for Mathematician. I'm gonna bottom Mathematician because I do not want that card. I don't want him plussing with Mathematician. So yeah. He's gonna try to forgot what he dumps to his graveyard, but I know at this point it's pretty much game over because I do have a lot of back row, and it's gonna get to a point where he's just gonna scoop it up. So yeah. Kind of forgot what he does. Like people on DN just stall, so I'm like, okay, he rejects my field away. But I do have Gadget and Kage in hand, so I can recover that next turn. I do have a wiretap, so once again, I'm in a good position. I'll just take the 16, like whatever, bro. Come on, end your turn. Yep, so I'm just gonna Gadget Kage. I believe I'm gonna make a Black Ship of Corn. I'm sorry. Like I'm soaking nose. My nose is so congested right now, guys. It's so annoying. Like every time I try to talk, it's just like really annoying. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna make the Kage, and you guys got to see I have a compose, break the skill, finish chain, and scapegoat in hand. So I'm pretty much gonna win from here. Now actually I make Abyss Dweller. Pretty much gonna win it from here because the Dwellers is gonna fuck his world up. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up as always. Comment down in the comment section below what did you guys think about today's duel. And comment down in the comment section below how some duels may have been for you guys this week. This is Geargia21 with DN Duel Series number 9, Return to the Gadget King. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, guys. Deuces. Have a good day.